Partey in a team than you would for Rodri, because Rodri is specifically for just that DM position. You get what I mean? That's fine. You can play any player at a position, but can he really, do the job at that position if it's not his role position? And in this case, Partey seems like the one that can do a lot in multiple positions, as opposed to Rodri, who is just that one very good defensive midfielder that is needed in a team to get everybody playing, at a high level.
Okay, so then if that's the case, then I think what he's saying or what he's trying to compare is a generalist and a specialist.
Versatility. That's all.
Something like that. So yeah, in that sense, I know we've talked about this before. In that sense, like if you take those two players individually, I would say that Partey is really talented.
Right.
To be honest with you, like raw talent, and so this is evident because he can play in multiple positions.
Yes, right.
But someone just being a specialist as what they do, like in a DM role and execute it to the T.
Right.
I would say that position,
Rodri
boss there right now. I mean, that's just how I'm thinking.
Well, I don't think he was talking about playing in different roles. I think it was specific with his statement. He said DM, right?
Yeah.
He said DM.
Yeah, no,
he said
then.
player for player. Player for player.
But player for player, even if you're trying to do a scale of preference on who the better player is, to me, it's an insult to Rodri to even try to put Partey above him in that sense. Because whatever matrix you're using, top titles, right? That's even the main thing. Partey is yet to be on that line, right? And then now, if you talk about his latest Ballon d'Or awards, all that puts him way above Partey in that sense. But if it's just pure footballing reasons, like talents, like if you put all that aside, be on the field, who's a better player? Who would you rather have there as a coach? A lot of coaches would want maybe Partey because even in that position, you can get more from him.
Like, don't you think Rodri is more of an impact player than Partey? Like, who has more impact on their team? That's why I don't agree with. I think that Zinchenko was just playing there. He's my teammate, so I'm going to gas him up.
No, I think
it is not because
Zinchenko's own was just based on take all, like I said, the accolades aside. Just
it's not even accolades.
Because he was
impact.
He was specific.
No. But impact wise, if Partey is, if you're going to use percentages, right? Anytime Partey has been, we've had Partey playing. He's always played in a lot of instances above average. Anytime he's played for us. So his impact on the team, and even now, his impact on the team is the reason why we are able to scrape wins and even, win some games. Like when he's in a team, we play really well, structured. At least that position, you don't have a lot to say about it, right? So the impact is the
same about Rodri.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So impact for impact, they all have that impact on their team if they are playing, right? Yeah. But they're saying that take them out from their team and then now put them in maybe a random teams.
Yeah, I think that impacts player, right? On the Arsenal team, even though it's not the same position as Rodri, is Odegaard. To be honest with you.
No.
I don't think even top two, because we all know where Saliba is sitting now, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we're talking about this. That's another agenda. Saliba, to me, let's say about 3 or 4 months ago, well, let's just say before this season, I would put him in a class of Van Dijk. But after these red cards, right, you can't be on that level and then still be committing these silly mistakes or getting these red cards. So even though he's not, I would say he was still at that level. To me, he's dropped a little bit because of that small thing.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that he can work his way back there.
Yeah.
He can work his way back there. But, bro, that tier, you can't be getting red cards, bro. I'm sorry.
Bro, it's talent we're talking about. Be red card or like it's the talent. It's the raw talent. That's what we're comparing.
The biggest talent is you being available. So if you're getting red cards, I can't count on you.
Bro, even that red card is questionable.
Bro, we are talking about top tier. We're talking about generational. We're talking about generational CBs.
He is. Well, you know, if he just take one incident to question the players' ability.
Yeah,
listen, come on, just one incident. Come on.
Overall, I don't think that's a good way to assess it. The reason I'm saying that, I get what you're saying. You know, to play at that level or to be considered a top tier defender, you know,
that is generational.
If we put the talents, you know, together and then we compare everything. Now you have to start considering the little things, and that's where you consider your red cards and some of these silly mistakes. Yeah. So I get that, but in general, as a defender, he's a pure talent. You can't just look at him and say, okay, maybe a red card.
I acknowledge that, right? I acknowledge that. Well, this doesn't mean that he can't get back to that class, right?
Right.
But you have to wipe that shit off.
For now. But anyway, me personally, I've never felt that he was on that Van Dijk level just yet. You know, he hasn't really won anything.
Bro, even Van Dijk. Van
Dijk recognizes the talent, right?
Bro. He said what Saliba is doing at his age, Van Dijk
wasn't doing that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he wasn't doing it, bro.
Van Dijk was playing for Southampton too, so
it doesn't really matter, bro. I don't think
Southampton. At the time he was playing Southampton, bro, they were pretty good.
They were a good team. They were a good team.
So to me, that class, that Van Dijk class, I feel it cuts across eras. Van Dijk can play in that era, in the Rio Ferdinand and then era, all these John Terry era, and they can play in this era too. That's how, that's where I rate Van Dijk. Yes. So if Saliba is going to be in that class, you have to stay there for a while.
No, but
you can't give me one season. You can't give me one season.
You
can't give me one season. See, you guys will use the same argument. You guys will use the same argument for Saka. When people start doubting Saka about being world class, what do you guys resort to? He has been doing it consistently. And I give you that. I respect that.
Yeah.
Because to do it in that consistent, you can't give me one season and expect me to still put you up there. When you're getting cheap,
but ever since Saliba came on, he's been holding his phone. Are you using just a couple of... It's not even a couple of red cards. It was just...
Of course.
Do you know what?
Hang a little bit. You got to work your way up there.
No, I'm not buying that. Bro, but do you know what? There's one argument that somebody made. There's one argument that people make about Saliba, Gabriel, and then Van Dijk. Yeah. This individual was saying that he doesn't think that Gabriel and Saliba are intelligent defenders. They are only, known for their physicality, right? And I'm like, that is so stupid if you ask me, because part of being a good defender is also being smart. And even sometimes the runs that you have to make to, maybe block somebody or block a ball or stand with other strikers. In order to do that, you have to be smart. Even your runs, where you have to use your shoulders, all that stuff is just being smart. So I don't know what he means by they are more physical than...
Yeah, that's BS.
That's just... here to say. Joey Craig, you already know, Agenda Central. We're back at it. Agenda Central, what's the deal? What's popping? What's the deal? All right. So another episode, I'm excited. Joey Craig on the pod. Joey, it's a pleasure, man. You already know, we've always been talking about you coming on, Mr. Slimmy, it's good to have you back on. Always a pleasure. Ejimera, welcome back. I know you had to go out and get some work done. How was that? I was telling the boys you were out.
Bro, you already know it was business, right? You had to be out there and take care of business. But yeah, we're back. We're back. Right. Agenda Central, we're back.
Exactly. You know the deal. Joey. So, like I already told you, Agenda Central is a family thing. So we're excited to have you on. Just coming together and just, brainstorming on some of the most recent events happening in the sports world. So, well, come on, it's a pleasure.
I appreciate it.
I think the equation today is balance, right? We have 2 United fans and 2 Arsenal fans.
Let's
Right.
go.
There we go.
Let's
Right.
go.
Dude, and that's the reason why I'm excited about this, right? So that's why I want us to get into it right away, right? So Joey, I want us to start off by just looking at the league now. Liverpool is on top of the league now with 8 points from the second. So, over the years, I mean, even in the past 2 years, if you're up by 8 points, then automatically, quote unquote, you're going to win the league. But it's not so much for Liverpool now. People think that it's too early to kind of count them the winners. What do you think about that?
We that they are good and they're like on good form, but I think that the schedule has also been very kind to them.
Right.
They haven't really met any tough opposition since the start of the season, and they haven't really
Joey,
gone
come
through
on, you're a
any...
United fan, bro. They played United.
Arsenal.
Bro,
They
come
play
on,
Arsenal,
man.
Bro, United, we are in crisis right now. Crisis. So they called us when we're down. But don't worry, we'll make up for the next game. So, but like they are really like playing good football. But I feel like this is the Premier League, right? It's going to revert back to the mean, right? They haven't had any issues. I think that all the other contenders are kind of going through something, right? And Liverpool is the only one that is kind of like, they kind of have their heads screwed on straight, It seems like Klopp kind of set the ball rolling, and the new coach has just fit in seamlessly because there's already a system. But at the same time, injuries are going to come. You're going to have issues. So I'm not too convinced that they're going to run away with the league at all. I think that everybody is going to, it's going to reset. So everybody's going to go through something at one point in the season, right? So right now, it's like everything is going well for them. Like all the 50-50 balls, the lucky goals, the lucky, it's like everything that can go right is going right.
Right.
But it's not going to be like that for the rest of the season.
But
it's going to revert back to the mean. Yeah.
So, but don't you think that it's because maybe they are playing exceptional football, and it's not necessarily because the league, moves a certain way? If you look at the way they are playing
football,
right?
No doubt about it. But like I said, like them coming back from behind, winning all these games, like going down 2-0, coming back, and to trust me, you're going to have some misses. You're not always going to win those games. Things are not always going to go your way. Just how the Premier League is, right? So that's what I feel like. They haven't really been through anything yet.
Right.
It's just a matter of time.
It's just a matter of time. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a matter of time.
Yo, Marlene, Ejimera, so we are just a couple of games away till the Christmas break, the end of year break, right? And a lot of times, if teams put in this much shift or, have this good record at that level entering into that break, it's assumed that they might carry the same effort to the end of the year. And again, like I said, it's 8 points off the top. Do you think they'll be able to still carry that momentum going forward, or with a stretch of games coming, like Joey saying that, they haven't really faced any tough competition just yet, in other circumstances? Do you think that they'll be able to, keep it going, or it's going to get to a point it's not going to be the same?
Well, the thing is, I'm going to go on record just being a hater, bro.
Right.
I hate everything about Liverpool, bro. The way they smile, bro, the way they play. Man, I hate everything about Liverpool. But here's the case, right? I think here's the deal. Liverpool last season, everything came crumbling down after they lost the FA Cup to United, right? Which was around summer-ish, right? So Liverpool always in the past will go like this. But I expect, just like Joey is saying, I expect a crash to happen around, let's say, in the summer. Well, not really in the summer. I think it's around April, May-ish. Right? So I expect that to happen. Liverpool is just Van Dijk injury away from everything going down. Because guess what? Who will step up? Kwanzaa. I don't think Slot is digging Kwanzaa like that. Because, we've seen in his first game, I think Kwanzaa played, and what Slot said, you can't be losing ground jewels, right? And so he hooked that dude. I think it was the first half. He hooked that dude and then brought in, I don't know who it is, but then he substituted. So I guess the drop-off, if Van Dijk, Kanute, yes. So the drop-off, if Van Dijk is not available, is going to be huge. And I see that happening.
And fuck Liverpool.
Yeah. I know, being a Man United fan, I know you don't want to hear that. But
serious rivalry.
Yeah. And it's so crazy because
they get trashed by Liverpool, so yeah, it's expected.
Wow.
Man.
Yeah. But also, like you said, like I said, they play some real good football, and we can all argue that currently Mo Salah is top 3 in the league right now, right? So I get that, there's got to be injuries, or maybe they have some favorable schedule and all that. But Slim, considering the players they have now, Mo Salah playing really well, Ryan is playing really well. Is it because of the easy schedule, like a lot of people are saying, or I believe these players are legit players that when you have on a team, they are always contenders to win, the title. So what are your views on it? Are you with these Man U haters, or you have a whole different opinion on that?
Well, point of correction. Let me just add this. I think Salah is top 1, not top 3.
So really, currently. You think currently he's the best in the league?
I think he is, right? I don't think there's been any consistent player in the league like Salah. I mean, my opinion. In the past 5 years, I don't think there's been a consistent player like Salah in the league for me. Yeah. And I think, like I side with Joey and Murdy's point. It will crumble at some point. They have had an easy run. And, I mean, all the Liverpool games have won. They've just, stuck in there and then grabbed the win. They haven't been exceptionally. They haven't dominated any team. Like, the few games I've seen them play, I don't think they've dominated that much to be contenders or, to be tagged as the favorite to win the league. But, I mean, they're playing good football at the same time, but I don't think they're so, like, the difference between Liverpool or an Arsenal, it's not that huge. I think a lot of teams will catch up. The 9 points, I even think City might even win this weekend. So, yeah.
So you mentioned something, and I believe that's a main factor if you're trying to get to, win that big title, and that's consistency. So I get that, that all that have to happen, injuries, everything, but the consistency is a key thing which we have to take a look at. Because we talk about all these injuries being a major factor, right? But if you have good covers, if you have players that can come in and, do the job when your major players are out, it's a good look for you. And I feel like Liverpool, has that. So that consistency factor that you talk about with the team and then also with their main player, Salah, is the reason why I think that maybe they might, go all the way and then win it. I don't want that to happen because, I want Arsenal to win. But I'm just hoping that
you have to claim it. If you want to win it, you got to claim it, dude.
Yeah. Oh, we're going to claim it. We're going to claim
hearing your
it.
Submission, it looks like you're tiptoeing around it, bro. You got to claim it.
We got to claim it.
Bring your chest out.
It's just like, when you just be injured. When you're injured, you just go get better and then come back. Hey, Arsenal is back. We went through.
So do you think Arsenal is going to catch up?
Listen. Let me just be honest about that. For the same reasons, you guys are saying that we'll be able to catch up. As far as there might be some injuries, and with the EPL, you can't have everything perfect, right? If all that don't happen, and there's a team that has to come close in winning it, I really think it's Arsenal. So it's 5 points off City, 8 points off Arsenal. But eventually, I know we'll get some points, but I don't know if it would be enough to really, get to the level which they are and then overtake them and win.
The if be about 5,000, bro.
No, but you know what? Listen,
that's cool.
Let me tell you this.
Bro.
I'm telling you this. Forget, listen, I really feel like the league is gone now. Guess what? I have my eye on now.
Serious.
Yeah,
The Champions League.
Listen. I know nobody wants to go there.
You win the league before you go for Champions League.
Listen,
You want to win Champions League before you go for league.
With the league, something happened, with the red cards and the injuries and all that. We had to scrape wins. Sometimes it ended in draw. I get that. But I'm looking at the EPL and I'm saying that, okay, that is far gone. But the Champions League, listen, this might be the year because I'm looking at the teams and I don't really see any team that I can say that, like they're going to just dominate us and we're not going to have, a good game.
Bro, we're still hearing the might. Bro, come out to your chest, bro.
Yeah. The trap that you try to put me in is too early. Maybe let's revisit this. Or let's see, around March. I can give you a real. But even the way we play today, I think we stand a real chance. But yeah, as for the league, what do you think about the other teams? Also in the race, like Chelsea. Well, who else?
Chelsea's not in the race, bro. Don't even include Chelsea.
Yeah, Chelsea.
Are you of the same opinion, Joey Cry, that Chelsea is not in the race?
Oh, I think they're in the race. Listen, if you're in the top four, you're in the race. I think that Chelsea has enough depth to stick around, right?
Right.
Now, even if they don't win it, they will have a say. They will have a say in who wins it because they can beat anybody on any day. Right? Yeah. Maybe they won't be consistent because they are kind of young and raw. There's a lot of raw talent in that team, but they are they could on a good day they can beat anybody in the league because those kids are hungry and they are raw and they have the you understand what I'm saying? Pause.
Sancho can't be hungry, bro. Hell no, bro. Yo, bro, what are we doing? Shit. Bro, the nigga is gonna eat his way out of the league.
No, they are hungry to play. That's what I mean. They are hungry to play, right? So there's a lot of competition in the squad.
They don't look it.
Joey, the point is saying you go feel be hungry, but in the talent to execute, sometimes there's gonna be a gap. And no disrespect to Chelsea.
So you don't think Chelsea can beat any team on any day?
No.
I mean, Chelsea's a top 6 club. Chelsea's a top 6 club, right?
It looks like Slim, you have something to say. I want to hear your opinion on this. Bro, you really think Chelsea is not going to win?
The word hungry, I don't see any Chelsea players.
I say hungry. It's not hungry to win. It's hungry to play because at the end of the day, they have a lot of there's a big squad, right? So everybody wants to play. So because of that, everybody is playing like their hearts whenever they are playing, right?
They're hungry to play, but they're not playing hungry.
Yeah.
They're my surprise for the I think they're my surprise they're my dark horse actually.
Right.
They're my dark horse for the I think that they're my dark horse. I think that all things being equal, if the cities and the Liverpools of the world don't win, I would assume that Chelsea has what it takes.
I didn't hear Arsenal in your list.
No. Arsenal, they will choke. We already know. We know that they are chokers. Arsenal, they are pretenders.
But Manny,
pretenders. They are not contenders.
Tell me why you think Chelsea, don't stand a chance of winning the league this time.
Yeah. I can't take any team with Sancho on serious, bro. That's just what it is.
That's what it is.
And that's just it. Bro, that's my submission.
Right, but I think, Joey, you make a great point also. And that's just where I am with it. Yeah. I don't think, I wouldn't know what to do to myself.
Win.
Yes, I don't know what I'll do to myself if Chelsea wins it. It's not going to happen. Right?
No, they won't win. They will cause issues.
Yes, I think that they will have a say in determining who, wins this when it gets to that point. Because they are really good as far as, on any day, any team that they play with, they can come out and put up a really good performance. But, from what I know and what it takes to win the league, I think they still have some work to do. But for whatever reason, if they are going to be a part of this conversation, it will only just be not the Chelsea coming
let's
up and
see.
winning. Well, let's see. I mean, time will tell, but it cannot be Chelsea. But Joey, I told the guys, one of the reasons why I wanted you to come on the pod is because you always got some agenda going on. You always got some agenda going on. And the agenda that you brewing is like you're in the lab cooking it up.
Stay cooking.
It's crazy. And I'm glad that, you're able to come here and, drop the agenda, right? Because this is the Agenda Central. So
I'm interested.
Yes,
I'm interested in the agenda.
Right. So I'm going to have you drop your whole agenda, right? And then we're just going to get into it. So what is the agenda that you've been cooking up about Arsenal and Arteta? Let the boys know what time it is.
So the agenda is Arsenal have gone as far as they can under Arteta.
Right.
He cannot guarantee titles because he doesn't have the winning mentality.
Right.
You guys were at a position. Bro, he's already choked on the league twice.
Right.
I can't take you serious after that. Right? Now, I think that you guys needed a cultural reset after Arsene Wenger, and he was the right man for the job. Right? To build the culture, to create the environment, to foster that brotherhood, that togetherness of the players. I don't think that he has that killer mentality.
Right.
I don't think that Krapo as a player, I don't think he's won enough, even when he was a player, right? For it to, for real. Then, and when he became like a manager, he won when he was an assistant under Pep. So you guys literally went for a mini Pep or so-called mini Pep. But he no catch. He doesn't have the pedigree. He doesn't have the killer instinct. That's why he keeps choking. Right. And I think it's going to continue because he's been there 5 years. The first trophy he won, right, the FA Cup, that was a fluke because the team already was under one coach who had it going before.
The COVID Cup.
Yeah,
COVID Cup.
Thank you.
COVID Cup.
There was a lot of factors, no fans. It was a lot going on during that time, right? And that was how
somebody built form.
Thank you. That was why he was able to take advantage and win. But I think that Arsenal have gone as far as they can under Arteta, and until there's a change in your manager, Arsenal can't win anything.
Yeah.
That's the agenda.
That's the agenda. So, Merlin, I see you, adding to it a lot. So it looks like you have a lot to say about it. So tell me, are you of a similar view that, Arteta showed me everything you go show me? He showed us everything that he's got, or there's something still in there.
Yeah. Bro, that show we everything we want to see, bro.
That's all.
See, that be what Joey talk. The fact of the matter be say, the cup we Arteta win was a COVID cup, bro.
Right.
COVID, people were struggling, the world was in pain, and people so it was sick. More like a pain. It was more like a handed over to Arteta, right? And then we move on to what else? So now it's been 5 years or 4 years for the trophyless cup. Bro, see, if you're going to win something within 5 years, at least it should be a benchmark for us or some signs for you to win a trophy. You can't blow through 650 million with nothing, bro. So when Klopp came in, that was a bigger task compared to the Arsenal job. Yeah. Klopp took 5 years to make sure that things happen, and then he won the league. Bro, after this season, and even if it happens in this scenario where Slot is winning the league, after this season, I think Arteta will be in hot waters. And you guys will be demanding his head after this season, especially if Slot wins the league this season.
Right. So Slim, I'm gonna have you get in on this. You being an Arsenal fan, I know.
So before Slim comes in, bro, before Slim comes in, right?
Right.
I have a question to you guys, you the Arsenal fans. So what happened, or how would you feel if Slot win the leagues this season? How would you feel?
If he wins I want you to take this, Slim. I want you to take this. How would you feel?
I think context is everything, right? Context is everything. let's focus the conversation on how Arteta came in and what he has done, right?
So, right.
He came in with 5 years. He's been like the coach for 5 years now, right? Look at the players he inherited. Practically had to change the whole squad within that 5 years. If you're comparing somebody like Arteta to Pep, like what Pep has done, Pep inherited very good players.
That's
it took Pep 2 years, right, to get a trophy, to win the league.
Right.
And with all the players he inherited, after 2 years, that's when he was able to win the league. Right. He had what? Nasri. He had Kevin De Bruyne. He had Yaya Toure. He had...
Right.
After 2 years, it's now 5 years.
Bro, no. So he didn't have to do much with the team. But Arteta had to practically bring in his own set
of players. What about Klopp?
Klopp, yeah. I mean, Klopp did a very good job, but it took him time as well.
Klopp was my reference point.
He did, yeah. I mean, he did a good job, but it took him a while too, right? How many years did it take?
I mean, on an average, it was 5 years for Klopp. And then he won the league.
So it takes time. That's my point.
So Arteta is in his 5th year.
He has time.
Or 6th year. Like we're playing again.
He's in the process.
See, the story and the context and all that, we don't need all of that, bro.
We do.
We're having a conversation. We do.
I'm going to tell you why we need all of that.
That's a lot of explanation, bro.
No, that's not a lot of explanation.
At the end of the day, put your trophy on table. The question was simple. The agenda was simple.
Yeah.
Do you see Arteta, even after this season, if Slots win the league, how would you feel?
Yeah. This is what I...
Chick, before you come in,
I won't
feel any type of way.
Right.
Yeah, I don't feel any type of way because that's why I said I started my submission with context is everything.
True fan.
But because listen, look at what Slot is inheriting. He's practically not signing any player, right? Because he has a very good team.
So are you saying Arteta needs more money to build?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that.
Come on, man. So what are you saying, bro?
I'm saying he's in the process of winning. And what did Joey start with? Joey said what? He doesn't have the mentality to win. He's not a winner. That's what he said, right? Practically.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Literally.
Is he?
That's what he said.
I mean, he doesn't have it. He doesn't have it in his history.
Let me come twice. Guys, let me come
7
First
points,
of all,
4 games.
Listen, first of all, this is diabolical coming from a Man United fan. Because first of all,
put your trophy on the table, bro.
If anybody is going to talk about, changing coaches, quote unquote, y'all still haven't found a coach. You just found one.
But there are different standards,
Listen,
bro.
let me hold on. You just found one, and we don't even know if he's going to stay long. Now, so don't even talk to me.
Years.
First of all, don't even talk to me about coaches. You still haven't found your coaches. Now let's come
to...
Bro,
we can talk to you about winning.
Listen.
Winning is what we're talking to you about.
Joey, you did mention something. You talked about the fact that when Wenger left, we had to, there was a need for a cultural change. So that alone, that factor alone, where Arteta has been able to come in and, being able to change the culture as far as just even the relationship with the fans, our attitude towards the game, and you've seen the squad now. Now, we're going to take the
perception.
Yes, we're going to take the COVID year and that couple of months that he came in. They don't count. Because in that year, listen, in that year, there was a lot of things happening. Let me tell you something. Listen, let me finish. It would be crazy to think that. So to answer your question, if Arsenal don't win the league this year, I don't want Arteta to be sacked. The reason being that if you look at a modern game and individuals that can implement that style of play, it's just a few of the coaches around. Well, with the OGs, with Pep, and then even in the league now, OG Pep, right? Everybody else is playing a similar ball. One of the individuals who is tried and tested and has succeeded in that field is Arteta, right? And now look at it.
But that's his master.
Listen,
that's his master.
I'm taking notes.
That's not his way. And then now let's talk about squad. when Arteta inherited this Arsenal squad at that point, bruh, come on, let's be serious. You are not going to win nothing. He's
ran through 650 million pounds.
No, so there was a need. And let me tell you something. You guys are even lucky because we didn't have the money at that time. All these things that you guys are talking about, letting players go and all that, it would have happened way before even now. We didn't have the money. So it's been a process, and the progress has been,
I think that you're not understanding the fact that we understand all that.
It was
right.
It was a simple question I asked you. I say, if Slots win the league this season, how would you feel?
We're back at it next season. I'm going to feel disappointed. Hey, listen, you know what's crazy? Again, don't talk to me about disappointment. I've been disappointed 2 years in a row. I'm not looking at that.
Yeah. Happy being the bridesmaid.
Yeah.
Well, if that's what you want to call it for now,
settling for.
Yeah, listen. I know we didn't win the league and all that, but bruh, I'd rather, and that's something I've been, praying for ever since Wenger left. Ever since Wenger left.
To win the league.
I've been praying for players. No, I've been praying that, we can have players that, on the weekends when we go watch them, you see raw effort. Players that want to come in and fight for the badge. Players that want to come in and play at a high level. We didn't have that when Wenger left. That whole decade, it was just players coming in, inconsistent, dealing with a whole bunch of stuff. Even when we thought it was good with Raul, it was bad. So finally, we've had somebody that started off by changing the culture. So the winning side is going to come eventually. Now you have to ask yourself, if the winning is going to come eventually, like winning trophies, how are we looking? And clearly, you guys have seen it 2 years in a row. We've been second, right? It only shows that we're going somewhere. There's real progress. And for that alone, I'm excited. But you can't be excited about that as a Man United fan because every 2 years you are changing coaches. You can
go somewhere. Issues. You can be working somewhere without being sure of where you're going.
Every 13 months, they're changing coaches.
Yeah, you're averaging a coach every 13 months. So don't even talk to me about coaches, really.
Bro, you can be going somewhere without really knowing where you're going, bro. You can be going somewhere.
You can be going somewhere without knowing where you're going. Then you might as well stay home. Then where are you going? Then you might as well stay home. If you're going somewhere you don't know where you are going, then stay home.
Arsenal and Arteta, they remind me of Mark Jackson and the Warriors, right?
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
When Mark Jackson came into the Warriors, they needed a cultural reset. They just needed like a change, right? He was that person that brought the change, right? But he wasn't that person that will get them over the line.
Yeah, he's not going to take us to the promised land.
No. Steve Kerr. So you have to find your Steve Kerr.
Jerry,
you have to find
I need you to meet me somewhere with a boxing gloves on, bro. I want to settle this one-on-one. Because this agenda, because you're talking about my football Jesus Christ, and the way you're talking about him, I don't like it. Listen.
He's not the one. He's not the savior.
If you guys had a Teta, right? We would not even be talking like this. We would not be talking like
this. His ass will be gone, bro.
First off, what makes you think that we want
reasons why? I can give you reasons why. Bro, see Arteta's resume. Bro, Arteta's resume,
he's not even going to be considered.
Today wouldn't match Ole's resume, to be honest with you.
Thank you.
Ole was second.
You can't be serious. Are you telling me you're going to take Ole over Arteta?
Yes. But that's
no, we are talking about resumes,
That's the standard in different clubs. We are talking about resumes. Took United to the Europa League final. What are we doing? He came second, I think, once, and then third, twice?
Twice.
Or maybe once, right?
Right.
So,
twice.
So how can we now put those guys together? But guess what? Ole's ass was gone.
Yeah.
Because the expectation in different clubs are totally different.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, the expectation in this case is delusional because you keep going for coaches and you still don't find one to stay. So I don't know what you guys are looking at.
For us, if you don't win, you're gone.
That's all. Simple
And
as that.
Arteta wouldn't survive.
He didn't need a resume.
After the second choke job, he'll be gone.
Oh yeah, he'll be gone, bro.
You can't
Because
choke
there are
twice.
standards,
No,
bro. There
what
are
is that?
standards.
Yeah.
United is synonymous with winning trophy.
Thank you.
Our whole
And
business model is based on that.
Even at our
commercial
West,
success.
even at our West, we won the FA Cup against Man City. At our West.
At our West.
Yeah,
another agenda to be saying. Pep way right now, everybody they eat them some. If we open the key.
We start.
We open key. Bro, we put the template out there, so make niggas go eat.
And this is United. This is not ours. These are our worst.
Person open the key, say if he left. More permanent. Person open say if he must sack him.
But funny enough, the players need to play.
Well, his era came to an end real quick.
He was the John the Baptist.
You see,
he was the John the Baptist.
Like, listen, there's a reason I can't.
John the Baptist.
I can't listen. There's a reason I can't take Man U serious. Like over the years, at least for the last 10 years, every story you sold us, it didn't turn out. We had coaches coming in, calling other coaches out, talking about era is going to end and all that. Now his era is ended and he's nowhere to be found.
Bro, he was John the Baptist.
The last time we heard of him,
came to prepare the way.
He was John the Baptist for the Amorim. Yes, yeah. John the Baptist may be a queen, bro.
And the club do open surgery or.
Listen,
I mean,
Joey, this agenda is not a good agenda. Let me tell you why. Arteta for Arsenal is a match made in heaven. Arteta for Arsenal is good for the club. As far as, having a former player coming in, understanding what it takes to manage a club like Arsenal, bringing back that old glory of just being that club where it was a family,
But what is glory to you? Let me not cut you. What is glory to you? What is glory to you? Like are you playing to lose? Are you playing to win? Are you playing to be second? What are you like what are you trying to do?
Let me tell you what makes let me tell you what makes Arsenal different from.
Oh, you want that feel good factor? Feel good.
Yes. You see, that feel good factor is the foundation, on how we built the club. If you look at the history of Arsenal, it's always been, even our community, being the first team football. Attractive football.
Coming second.
If you.
Now, as we part of the DNA, let's just keep it a buck.
At least we are second.
Let's just keep it a buck.
Second is second is
took everything.
If you are not first, you are last. Everybody else is last.
Yeah. Listen, we are right in the middle. Listen, but you guys keep talking like it's only that we fell short, right? But I was telling one of my guys the other time, like, listen, maybe I haven't held it before, but I've seen it and I've smelled it before. I've been to the finals. Whatever finals I've been there. I just don't have it. So don't talk to me like I don't know what it takes to get there. It's just a matter. We are working on it. Don't worry about that.
Doesn't have what it takes.
Slimmy, let's start with your picks.
Yeah, let me pull my sheet. So I got like 5 teams.
Right.
This weekend we have some really good matchups. Liverpool, Man City. That's a very good one. Liverpool to win over 2.5 goals. And Lazio, straight win. Yep. Juventus, straight win. Ajax, straight win. And then Mainz, straight win. So that's like all of 40.
That's 40 odds.
Yep.
Ajax.
Mr. Was goody.
You already know.
The underdog.
And the slip.
Hey, it's all about consistency, man. It's all about consistency. Bro, it's all about consistency, man. So the trick for the game be say just be consistent.
Right.
Place $100 every week.
Shooters
just on upsets. Keep shooting.
You're
365 days a year.
Right, straight up.
One day. Yeah, straight up. One go hit. Yes.
But I love that
Yeah,
they
Pali just hit.
Jerry just gave me a name. He said, Anda Nyame.
And yo, bro, it just go hit one day. All right, bro. See, all right, let's get into it. I have 4 teams, so it's not just going to be unders because I have Brighton in there. I think Brighton will get this one over Southampton. That game is on Friday. And then I have Crystal Palace over Newcastle. I think Newcastle is right now not in a good spot. So, yeah, I'll take the money on Crystal Palace. And I'm going to give Wolves the nod over Bournemouth. I think they take that as well, too. So that's going to be another upset for that one. And then I'll go to League One. I'll take Brest over Strasbourg.
Yes. You got me there for a minute.
Yes, yeah, over Strasbourg. Yeah.
Who's Brest?
Brest, please.
Yeah.
No, Joey, crack that you fix, my G.
So for Saturday, I'm going with Arsenal and West Ham draw. It's going to be a draw. West Ham is playing home. I'm going with a draw. And I'm going for all home teams with a win on Sunday.
Right.
Okay.
So
hey,
all home
teams with a win on Sunday. Shoot. Let me check the Sunday schedule real quick.
No, I'm talking about what do you mean?
Joey won't collect.
Yeah.
Okay.
EPL, only
I have
EPL.
to be sure because United today play home. All right,
yeah.
Joey, I'm with you
all
there.
Home teams.
Yeah.
All home teams with a win. And Arsenal West Ham draw. That's gonna be the upset of the weekend.
Yeah, that's gonna be the upset.
This nigga's a hater, bro.
Yeah.
So
this nigga's a hater, bro.
So that's why. So Joey's up here talking about how West Ham is gonna upset Arsenal over the weekend.
Your ass.
Like what are we doing?
No, I'm not saying you're gonna. I'm not saying you're gonna lose. I'm saying you're gonna draw.
Joey is saying you're gonna get a point.
No.
Yeah, you're gonna get a point.
You're gonna win. You're going away to the Hammers.
I like that, Joey.
We're gonna go to the London Stadium and take care of business because we are up there now.
I feel like it's gonna be a draw.
I'm not even playing. No, the type of football we play now and the level we are on, just from that last 2 games, we can't go to West Ham and take.
Boss, Sporting don't get coach.
Sporting don't get
coach. So if they take Sporting, they talk. Sporting don't get coach.
Forget about Sporting. Our captain is back. As simple as that. Because he's back, we are going to play some real football.
The talisman is back.
The medicine man is back. So I don't know what you're talking about, really, Joey.
I think it's going to be a draw between you and West Ham.
Oh, you're going to see. This Saturday, the Arsenal versus West Ham, at least 2 goals for Arsenal. And it's going to be, now the domination is back. Like now we are dominating teams. So just be aware of that. Just be aware of that.
That's my upset of the weekend. I think that Arsenal is going to choke again, like they always do, and draw that game. Yeah,
I like that.
And I feel like on Sunday,
Joey just be some hater, bro. Joey just be some hater.
I'll be hater. They also play. West Ham is also playing really well, though. I watched their game.
Yeah.
They won 2-0 against Newcastle.
Yeah.
Away, I think. Yeah, they were playing away and they won. So, they're also, what's his name? Their coach.
Kudus is coming back.
Eddie
Kudus is coming back.
Oh, okay. Well,
Kudus is coming back. He got a red card.
Now I'm anti Eddie Howe. Any team playing against Eddie Howe.
Newcastle, you support them.
I support them. Like
why?
You see,
what has he done to you?
Yeah. Listen, the last game they won against Arsenal, and the journalist was telling him about how Arteta was praising him, talking about how he manages the team well. They play. He was like, he doesn't care what anybody else say outside Liverpool. So I was like, chill with all that bullshit.
Out of here with that shit.
Chill with all that bullshit. If a coach is just giving you props for the good job you've done, just be like, thank you or something. Why you got to be cocky about it?
Fuck all that.
Like, I don't care. So ever since any team played against Newcastle, if it's Quanche 11. I'm with the Quanche 11.
Bro, that's like
I'm telling you, so
I think the
when West Ham
gaslighting all the
begged them
coaches do
to,
it.
I was like, yes. Like, yo, no, but for real. How? Like, are you serious? When did he become part of the conversation? When did Eddie Howe feel the need?
But he's taking Newcastle to the Champions League. He's tried. I mean, based off of what he has, he's for the
thank
team.
God for seasons. That every year there are seasons that you're able to come back and and sometimes what happens within a season is not the same thing that happened. I'm glad that now he came into this season and saw that Charlie, it's a different ball game altogether. When he started and they were able to purchase some 1 or 2 based off that Saudi money, he thought he was on top. But when finally EPL started looking in there and saying that, oh no, you can't do this, no, you can't do that. Now the players are not coming in like he wanted. Now he's over there always
back to the mean.
He always looks like he's hungry. He hasn't seen anything yet. He needs to find some food because there's going to be more hungry days. I'm telling you. Yeah. But anyway, hey, Joey Crack, you already know, man. This was great. Agenda Central, you know the daily. Ejimera, always a pleasure. Slimmy, we got an Agenda Central on lock. You know that. Joey, it's always a pleasure,
facts.
Man. Thanks for coming
Likewise, man.
It's not going to be the last. You know that. It's a family thing.
Definitely.
So if you own it, it's a family thing. Agenda Central. Thank you all for joining. We out. Let's get it.